All right. So next we're going to go ahead and create the block of the t-shirt. All right, so we have our block here. So what we're going to do is go over to the area where it says simulation, click here, and we're going to go down to the modular mode. Here we now have the modular layout. Here's a 3D window. We'll go ahead and resize this for a second. All right, get everything where I need it. All right, great. So I'm going to select all these objects and just go ahead and move those up here. All right, perfect. All right, so we're going to get ready and go into the modular templates presets. Click here. And in this area, you're going to have polos, shirts, pants, skirts, dresses, jackets, coats. Everything's going to be here, but what we're going to work with is t-shirts. And you're going to have basic to basic plus, and it's just going to have more details, but we're just going to be working with the basic body with sleeves. Hit OK. All right, let that load. And now you have your cages for where you're going to place the pattern pieces into. So I'm going to select each one of these, and we're just going to pull them down just a little bit. All right, so our goal here is to go ahead and move each piece into their particular cages. So go ahead and move the front piece here. And you can see how it changes size based on the piece. And we're going to go ahead and move the back to the back portion. And we're going to do the same thing to the sleeves as well. All right. And the next thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and rearrange the cages and put those in place. You don't have to do it, but I just do it just to kind of tidy things up just a little bit. Great. All right. So the next step of creating your block, ultimately what you have to do now is actually delete the sewing that we already have. So we're going to go ahead and select the edit sewing tool, and I'm just going to go ahead and select all of this here. And all you have to do is hit the delete key. All right. And next, the goal here now is to sew the garment directly to the cages instead of sewing the garment to each other. And when you hover your mouse over, you can see here where the garment will connect. So we're going to select the segment sewing tool, and we're going to start making those connections. So just remember, this is just like regular sewing. We're just going to select there, and we're going to make sure the notches are in place. And just go ahead and continue around each side of the front piece of our t-shirt. All right, perfect. And we're going to do the same thing to the back. Now, the only difference with the back that I'm already noticing is we need the part of the neck to have an extra point there so that we can connect it. So in order to do that, I'm simply going to put a point there in the center. So you can either select this and just put the point there, and that could work. But what I would rather do is select the line, right click, and go to split. And what you can do is either ratio, or you can do uniform split and move it down to 1 point. And go ahead and hit OK. Now we're going to go back to our segment sewing tool, and we're just going to go ahead and select that edge to edge. There we go. And we're just going to continue around the garment just like so. Click. Click. Perfect. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do the same thing to the sleeves. Now, in regards to the sleeves they connect to themselves, so we're going to connect it to itself here. All right, perfect. And we'll do the same thing here. right, perfect. All right, so now that we have the garment sewed to the cages, I'm gonna go ahead and simulate the scene to make sure everything is working properly. And it looks like it's looking fine. I don't see any issues here. All right, so our goal now is to actually save our block within a particular folder. Okay, so what we want to do is get all these pieces here. We're going to go ahead and select tool. We're going to select in the modular template area, we're going to select the body. And as you can tell, we're selected because anything that's not selected is blue. So I'm going to go ahead and select the sleeve. And as you can see, now that the front is blue, that means it's not selected and the sleeves are not. So we're going to actually select the body. I'm going to go ahead and hit this folder icon here. And this folder icon is going to give us the ability to save. The other folder is going to open up the location. And then you can see here, I already have blocks. And as you can see, I already have a folder called tutorial blocks created. I'm just going to create a new folder, and you can do that if you want to, but I already have tutorial blocks created, but I would suggest that you create a folder there. And I'm going to go into women here. Let's see. Yep. And I also have t-shirts, and I would save my blocks there. Perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and actually save our block by clicking the second icon. We're going to go into the place where you want to save it, tutorial blocks. I'm going to go to T-Women, T-shirts, and I'm going to go down here and rename my file that I want to save. It's the .z block or .zblc. I'm going to just name it something simple, body underscore basic underscore block. And hit save. And then we're going to use block component thumbnail. Hit OK. You can leave this to say t-shirt.basic. That's fine. And you want to click the plus symbol to select an icon. You can probably create your own icons, but I'm just going to go ahead and use this one. Go ahead and hit OK. All right. And that should show up. We're going to double click into these folders, and there you have it. And you just created your first block of just the body part of the t-shirt, the front and the back. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and do the same thing to the sleeves. But instead of saving it here, I want you to create a folder called sleeves. Okay, now we're going to go and save our sleeve block into the sleeves folder. So we're going to hit sleeves underscore basic block, and that's fine. Hit save. Use block component thumbnail, hit OK, same thing, hit the plus symbol, select your icon, hit open, and hit OK. All right, perfect. So go ahead and go into sleeves, and now you have your sleeves icon there. All right, so now that we've actually created a block, sewed everything together, we're going to actually make some changes to our design in the next video.